Okay, folks, it's your buddy Mike Messier. Little update for you for the Mike Messier YouTube audience. First of all, thanks for being here. I'm taking a little bit of break from new stuff because I've got a new phone coming, and I know some of you, Mistress Jen especially, have been upset in the past that video rants of mine have been abruptly cut off. Well, I've been using the phone that I'm using right now. I'm still using it, but I've ordered a new phone with more, RAMs and gigs and storage capacities and all that good stuff. So there's an upgrade coming, but there's a little bit of a wait for that. It's just you order something and it doesn't come right away. So some of you folks have been requesting rants on certain topics, and I haven't been blowing you off. I'm just waiting for a new fucking phone, so bear with me, okay? In the meantime, I've been uploading old Messier mantras for your enjoyment. That's where you see the kindler, gentler version of me. It's still me. It's just in a studio environment. I'm typically wearing a nice shirt or a sport coat. Some of those Messier mantras I think you folks have really enjoyed, and give them some love and attention. And like I said, folks, I've got so many fucking videos on the Mike Messier YouTube channel. I encourage you to give everything a shot, and if you don't like what you're watching, go to another Mike Messier YouTube fucking video. Not Schtick Man, for instance. Schtick Man will make 9 out of 10 people laugh. The 10th person is going to be vastly offended at what I've done with a stick figure, but that person might find great refuge in Messier Piece Theatre. The next person might like the Pro Wrestling Rants, but if you showed them the Impeccable, the award-winning short film, they may not like it. Other people might love the Impeccable, So You're the Guy, the wonderful films I've done, some of my own acting. Mike Acts is a playlist we should get more views here on. So my point is, there's something here for everybody. And I know that not everything is for everyone. Let me see if I can remember some of these requested rants. Shane McKenna of Wrestling Fans wanted to know what I thought of Ted DiBiase, and this is a wrestling thing, so people, if non-wrestling people can skip ahead about 30 seconds or a minute. Shane McKenna was asking my opinion on Rick Martel and Jake the Snake Roberts at Beck at WrestleMania 7, which was in 1991 on the undercard of the Slaughter Hogan match. What I said to Shane, but I'll say it here for everyone, is that great feud, great build-up. We're talking about Rick Martel using his aromarizer to blind Jake Roberts, and a lousy payoff match, which was this fucking blindfold match at WrestleMania 7. It really diminished the feud. It's what you call, these fucking birds can fuck off, by the way. I mean, Jesus, shut the fuck up, these birds. But the fucking match, WrestleMania 7, it was a gimmick match. It wasn't a good gimmick match. That feud deserved a cage match, and probably should have been on a Saturday Night's Main Event. Instead of being third or fourth or whatever the fuck it was on WrestleMania 7, buried, in the upper mid-card or even opening mid-card, it should have really had a Saturday Night's Main Event cage match. It's called, and I think that the AEW thing, more wrestling, people have been talking about that. Mike, what'd you think of this AEW pay-per-view? You've been going to all these Daly's shows at Daly's Place in Jacksonville. I did not go to the pay-per-view. I can only wear masks for a certain amount of time. It's not that I can't wear it, I just don't want to. So I'll wear the mask for a 2.5 hour Dynamite, but I'm not going to sit there for 4 or 5 hours and watch Kenny Omega and John Moxley in a fucking exploding match. It turned out to be, as some have called it, a wet fart, an embarrassment. And I just didn't feel the need to watch it and go there. These fucking birds are out of control. I mean, I guess I'm just annoyed. I was at I was just trying to go somewhere, the Dollar fucking Tree, to get some shit, some fucking car refreshener shit, and I noticed a bunch of assholes, people in green, and it's like, oh Christ, it's St. Patrick's Day. I forgot to fucking wear green. I didn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? I'm not Irish. I look Irish, but I'm not. And I'm not in the mood to party right now. This social distancing thing, I don't know what people are thinking. They're not fucking thinking straight. If you haven't been vaccinated, then get vaccinated if you can. But just because, I don't know what the fuck people are thinking. This thing is still going on, assholes. So just because the sun is out or we've got more people vaccinated, but if you haven't been vaccinated, or even if you have, we're still in the middle of a goddamn pandemic. You know what I mean? So I just don't fucking get it. It pisses me off. What the fuck else? I don't know. I've just uploaded so many goddamn Messier mantras in the last 2 days. I'd appreciate it if you folks would watch some and share the goddamn links. Let's make this an interactive thing. I'm doing my part. I'm uploading all this goddamn material. Now it's time for you to do your part. Just watch some of the shit and share a fucking link once in a while. It's not that hard. Oh boy. So, A Distance from Avalon, When the Dying and the Dead Reunite. Thanks to my buddy Jay Baca for purchasing a copy. Why haven't you purchased yours yet? It's right there in the description. And I know that people are lying to me. When people are telling me that they've bought it and they haven't, I know you're liars. Kim Kaling, my co-producer on The Impeccable, finally bought one after saying she had for a fucking month, but apparently she did buy it. Others, some have said they would do things to promote the book, others have not. But however, the Jeff Macalino podcast hosted me, the Tuttle podcast hosted me, Tuttle, and the 2-Bit Horror podcast recently had a 2-hour fucking conversation that was epic. If you like, it's a genre that I'm not that familiar with besides the king of the genre, John Waters, but the exploitation or trashy cinema, some might say. But this gentleman was a real nice guy, Kelly Hughes, and he interviewed me on the 2-hour conversation on the 2-Bit Horror podcast. And Jeff Bacalino did a great job, and so did Tuttle. It really depends on what your fetish is. How long do you want to hear me talk about my own shit? Tuttle didn't really, I don't think he watched any of my stuff before we interviewed. We talked about other things. But Tuttle's a good guy, and Jeff Macalino really did his research, and Kelly did as well, Kelly Hughes. So I enjoyed talking to all three of those guys, and I'll go back to both Jeff, to Tuttle, and to 2-Bit Horror. Tuttle's got an assignment for me. He told me to watch The Frighteners, 1996, Michael J. Fox. I ordered the fucking Blu-ray, so I want to go back on the Tuttle show and discuss it. I'm trying to think of other statements. I don't know what to call them because one of my frequent suggestors on the Mike Messier YouTube channel had a suggestion, but he said don't use his fucking name, so I don't know what the fuck to say. But he had some suggestions, want me to rant about stuff. The New Day winning the tag team championship, and the things coming up for WrestleMania. I know Carl's very intrigued. He wants to do our fucking WrestleMania 22 podcast. We will do that, Carl. Just have to give me a little time, buddy. I need that new phone. I do have a rant in me. It's kind of permeating, but I'm doing this other thing here on Vimeo to put on YouTube. I'm going to go see a movie tonight, The Father. I do appreciate everybody checking me out and the Mike Messier YouTube channel. I've put the name different now. Please subscribe to the Mike Messier YouTube channel. And trust me, I'm having like this fucking Sophie's Choice moment. Is it against my integrity to even put the word fucking please in there? Because I know that I'm an asshole and I'm trying to be a prick and trying to motivate you fucks. Blah, blah, blah. Carl has been very patient. He wants to do that WrestleMania 22. We will do it. As far as Lashley winning the world title, some people have chimed in and we've had a nice debate about Lashley and so forth. So there's a lot of shit going on right now. This is kind of the video to say why haven't I been doing videos every day. I'm going to get back to it. Just give me a week or so to get this phone thing situated. In the meantime, I put up like 12 fucking Messier mantras for you. There's attractive actresses, there's wonderful people, there's attractive whatever the fucks. So just watch the goddamn show, Mike Messier YouTube channel. Please subscribe to the Mike Messier YouTube channel, MikeMessier.com. Buy my fucking book, A Distance from Avalon, When the Dying and the Dead Reunite. Mike Messier.